like to say shalom to all my Israelite brothers and sisters, those that are near and those that are far off. All praises to the Most High Heavenly Father, and His glorious Son, Yahshua HaMashiach. And we give all praises for the gift of the Ruach HaKodesh, also known as the Holy Spirit. And this ain't gonna be no particular video focus on no particular thing, but our number one focus, shalom, Brother Tajare. Our number one focus is always gonna be geared toward releasing our brothers and sisters from the bondage of men. That you'll never get what you're supposed to have as long as you are sitting up under men, listening to what men have to say. Every man have to be accountable for his own life. Every tongue have to sit on his own bottom. And when it's appointed to a man wants to die, then after that, there's going to be judgment for that man. And, based on if you was listening to the wrong people while you was living your life, if you wasn't getting your cues and your information wasn't coming from the word of the Most High, you're going to be in trouble. I'm just telling you, that's just all it is to it. You're going to be in trouble. So we just going to try to get the camera right where it's clear and everything. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, so that's what it so that's what we're going on. But what we're going to do is we're going to deal with a multiplicity of things. And that's why, here's another example. This is going to be another example of why brothers and sisters have to learn to rely on the Spirit. This is going to be another example of why brothers and sisters have to rely on the Spirit. Now, we're going to deal with a multiplicity of issues, and we're going to show you just how vast the Scripture goes when you allow the Spirit to start giving you understanding of it. And so that's how we're looking at these things, is that we're looking at everything through the eyes of the Ruach HaKodesh. Anything other than that is going to be it's not going to be good. So let's go to the Scripture. Let's go to the Scripture. The Scripture going to be coming out of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge." See, I had to delete some Hebrew channels. Okay, yeah, that's good. Everybody has the right to do what they want to do. I'm not passing judgment on nobody. I'm just looking at things in light of the Scripture. You know what I mean? And so, the same way men come out and try to, so that's why we're going to these scriptures. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to these scriptures, and then we're going to put these scriptures up against some of these things that our people are dealing with. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. The first thing we got to understand is that my denotes personhood. It denotes ownership. It specifically belongs to a specific person. So he said, my people. My people everybody don't fit into that melting pot. My people ain't talking about the Russian, the Chinese, the Europeans. My people ain't talking about all of them. My people. It said, it's a specific people on the earth that when you look in the world that you are living in, and you want to know who the Father's people are, then you'll be able to identify them based on these set of circumstances that they're going through. So he says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou have rejected knowledge, I also will reject thee. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou have rejected knowledge, I also will reject thee. And there's more to it. It says, I also will reject thee, that thou wilt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten my law, the law of thy God. I also will forget your children. So let's start right there. Let's start right there with the children. He said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And because you have rejected knowledge, I also will reject you. And because you forget the law of your God, I will forget. Well, it said when you reject knowledge, and you won't be no priest. Okay, cuz, you won't be no priest to him. You see, because we can't be priests to the Most High without his knowledge. Damn. He said, because we forget his law, then he's going to forget our children. So let's start with the children that's being forgotten and then back up. Let's skip over to, let's go to Isaiah 3rd chapter. Let's start with the children. Because there are children. This is the hour that children are being forgotten. They have been forgotten, whether it's through poverty, whether it's through single parenthood, whether it's through death. The children are being forgotten all over the world from particular people. That is the Most High's people. So when you want to see the Most High's people, you want to know who the Most High's people are with pinpoint accuracy, all you have to do is look at the children of the world that seemingly have been forgotten. And yep, you have got it. You arrive right there at the Negro's house. You see? Now, we're going to take a look. Because everything is going to tie into the scripture. The reason why the children is being forgotten is because the parents have forgotten the Father's law. And the reason why they're forgetting the Father's law, so they have access to it because they have a Bible, okay? So here Isaiah, it says, Isaiah, let's go to the 3rd chapter. We're going to start reading at the 12th verse. You know, everybody's out here, you know, Hebrew this, Hebrew that, brew out this, brew out that, festival this, festival that, friends this, friends that. You know what? And okay. I just pulled up, but I can't stand in front of your house. I'm right here. That's you back there? Oh, okay. Well, come on up then. I'm in the truck. I'm sitting in the truck. Okay, I got Moses in the car. Oh, you do? All right. I got you. All right, here I come. I got one of my young kings just pulled up on me right there, so I'm gonna don't scream at him. I'm gonna take the phone with me. Yeah, they doing it big. It's King Moshe, he doing it big with the beamer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's King Moshe. Yeah, you know what I mean? He said he got his I See a False Prophet on. This King Moshe, Raymond Word Clothing, Yasharala Nation. That's right. That's right. What's up, baby Moses? What's up, baby Moses? What's going on, boy? What you doing back there? That's what we're talking about. Me King, all day. King Moshe, I always got the little baby Moses with him. Yeah. So what are you doing, man? Where you going?
No, just go get my daughter, and then we're getting ready to head to Detroit tonight.
Oh, so this, okay, so y'all decided y'all gonna take the car, not the SUV, huh?
Yeah, since you ain't coming, so you know what I'm saying, decided to drop the room.
Man, I'm sorry I couldn't make it, man, but then I got a doctor's appointment. I gotta find me a doctor. I got an appointment to go in there on Monday. Yeah. So what you about, yeah, well, pull over, man, for a minute. See, brotherhood is the key to everything. Brotherhood is the key. Not pawning our responsibility off on somebody else. Sucking up on another man's, you know what I mean? Pull up on another man's bootstraps. For what? Our people are being destroyed because they lack knowledge. What is the knowledge that they lacking? The knowledge that they lacking is the law that the Most High, through his son, said that he will put in our heart. That's what we lacking. So Isaiah 3rd chapter, 12th verse is talking about our children. So we notice King Moshe, he got little King Moshe back there. You know what I mean? Little King Moshe ain't gonna fall. He ain't gonna fall into that category. where he gonna be forgotten. You know why? Because his daddy ain't gonna forget the Most High's laws. What's up, little Moses? What's up, boy? What's up, boy? Smile, you on candid camera, boy. See, this dude, he don't leave his daddy's side. He don't leave his daddy's side. And that's what us men come back to. That's the reason why our kids are being destroyed, because ain't no men walking by their side. Now, whether it's the knuckleheads women's fault or whether it's the, trifling man's fault, it don't matter. So, yeah. So you got anything you want to spill on your brothers and sisters, King? Before y'all peel out to Detroit, what's happening in Detroit?
Well, just the conference from Chosen Seed, they throwing another summit. So we gonna go down there and bless them.
Bring me a couple of that wine, man. That's your boy, ain't it?
I think he gonna be down there.
The Chosen Seed, he the one that's doing the wine and all them other things.
That was Benny Yas, I believe. Benny Yah.
Oh, okay.
But I believe they gonna be down there though.
Okay.
So. You know what I'm saying? I definitely try to get a couple bottles.
Yeah, man. Bring me a couple of bottles of that pomegranate, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't you, boy, you come back in here, you ain't got me no gift when you get back. You got problems.
We're gonna figure something out. He's supposed to be coming with us, though, but he got business to take care of, though. So, Father will next time.
Yeah, most high blessings. We'll get out there next time.
Facts.
So, you say you about to do what now?
I'm about to go pick Eli up and then go pick my daughter up from school, and then we get ready.
Where Eli? On the phone?
Yeah.
Shalom, Eli. Shalom, King.
Shalom, Elder.
How you doing, boy?
Man, I'm blessed.
You ain't taking no wooden nickels, are you?
I took a few of them.
You took a few of them. That's all right. That's all right. They ain't gonna do nothing to make you better. You know what I'm saying? We all took a few of them wooden nickels, so you know.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Well, what time y'all gonna pull out?
Oh, shoot. I don't know. We're going to go try to get a little bit of sleep, though.
Well, yeah, you do that, man. Make sure you call me when y'all leave and call me as soon as y'all touch down, all right?
You know we will, Pop.
All right. Peace out. Love you. Most High Heavenly Father, ask you to bless and watch over these brothers while they traveling. Give them traveling grace. Give them mercy. Protect them from hurt, harm, and danger. And the wicked lawmen, let them reach their destination safely. And when they do get there, let them shine like new money, though they represent you. Unashamed and unapologetic. All praise to the Most High's glory, Son. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Okay, peace, King.
Love, Bob.
Yeah. All right. That handle. Let's get back to the work at hand. Because, brothers and sisters, the work at hand is dealing with this. The knowledge that we're perishing from is the knowledge that the Ruach HaKodesh, by way of Hamashiach, have been placed in our inward parts. Oh, there it is. Now, Isaiah 3rd chapter, 12th verse. It's about to get rough in here. It's about to get rough in here. I'm telling y'all that now, because what we're doing, we're about to look at the children. Because this was the last thing, the last result. The last result was that the Most High will forget the children. If he forget one generation of children, then you know what? You got generation getting wicked. Because that one generation that had been forgotten had never knew anything about him. And what do you think they're going to teach their children? They're going to get more wicked and more wicked and more wicked. And then those parents that have forgotten the Father's law and caused that generation of children to become wicked, your punishment is going to be extremely severe. So, let's identify the Most High's children. Let's identify them. As for my people, there you see it again. There's specification, there's clarification. It cannot mean anybody. It's a specific group of people. A specific group of people. So, it's a specific group of people. Oh, yeah. Well, it's what we're talking about right here. So some of these things gonna hit home. You get some of these resources in their hand. You understand what I'm saying? It says, as for my people. When you want to know who the Most High's people is, because the Christian church, the Roman Catholicism, they claim that they the Father's people. You got the Islamic world, they claiming that they the Father's people. You see, you got the Jehovah's Witness, they claiming that they the Father's people. But the Father said, when you want to know who my people are, there's a set of circumstances in this world that I am going to mark them with. He said, as for my people, based on what we read in Hosea 4th chapter, I will forget thy children because they forgot my law. Here's what verse 12 says. As for my people, children are their oppressors. You know why? Because the parents forgot the father's law and they rejected the father's knowledge. Therefore, the father have forgotten the children. And because the father have forgotten the children, they don't have nothing to live by. Only thing they can do is, as for my people, children are their oppressors. Why are the children oppressing everybody? Let's see. He said children are their oppressors and women rule over them. You see, it can get real rough in here because when you look at this generation of young boys that's dying, and then you see the weeping mothers at the funeral and the weeping mothers at the balloon releases and all of that. You see, they're weeping then. They're weeping then. But they're prideful and arrogant when somebody trying to get them to operate in righteousness, to put down their fornication and to be a woman of character and to have a man that you can find you a man in your life that you can feel comfortable with being led by. You understand? See, the reason the children are oppressing us is because women are ruling over them and there is no man around. This right here in the book. Why women are ruling over the children and the children are oppressing us? How would it get like that? Because you have rejected knowledge. The Most High is rejecting you. And then a lot of our sisters have the gall enough to say, I want a man that fear God. I want a man that fear God. I remember when my sweetie told me that. She said, I just wanted a man that had the fear of God in him. I said, will it ever occur to you that when you got the man that had the fear of God in him, he wanted a woman that had the fear of him and her? You see? It's a balance. You can't want something from the Most High that you don't expect the man to want from you. You see? Now, women don't want that. So they reject the Father's knowledge, and they also reject the Father's law that declared it's not good for man to be alone. I will make a help for him. And so he bring the woman to the man as a means to help the man be all that he's supposed to be. But when the woman take the approach that I don't need no man, I don't need no man, guess what? You have rejected the Father's law and you have threw dirt in his face. And he is going to reject those children that you're going to hold on to, trying to use as a stumbling block against the man or the baby's father or the husband that you leaving or whatever. You'll hold on to the children not because your love is so great for them, but you'll hold on to the children so that you can constantly have something to use against that man. And Most High said, I'm going to forget your children. So when they run out here and get their blood, their brains plastered on the sidewalk, they want everybody to feel sorry for them. They want everybody to feel sorry. They want everybody, and I'm not saying because some people just get hurt unjustly. So those things I'm not talking about. But overall, I'm talking to you women. If you're a sister and you're in a house and you don't have no man in the house and you have taken an approach that I don't need no man, but you think you're going to raise a godly offspring, you better guess again. Better guess again. It's you that the book is talking about. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. But it's not because the knowledge is not being made available, Queen. It's just that when we bring the knowledge, you reject the knowledge. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. Or anytime somebody starts trying to tell you about you, the first thing you want to do is start saying, all that a man ain't. Well, ain't nobody talking about the man right now. He'll get his turn to get talked about. But right now, we're talking about you, sister. And your children that you're raising are oppressing everybody because you think in your mind you have bought the lie. You have listened to the wrong voice. You see? You don't need no man. How do you think that sound in the ears of the Most High that the only reason why you exist is because of a man. If there was, you know what, if anybody could say anything, it would be the man. But Adam can't even say he don't need a woman. He knows he needs a woman. That's what the Most High said. And the Most High created a woman just because Adam needed one. How in the heck is what the Most High created for Adam because he needed it, now gonna turn around and say they don't need it? Well, there ain't even no need in you being on the earth then. So no wonder why thousands of the sisters are coming up missing. Because they have this type of mindset. They have listened to the wrong voice. And they have rejected the Father's law, and they will not abide in the truth that they're supposed to abide in. It got nothing to do. So what? You might have had a bad relationship previously. So what? Get out of it. You find another one. You keep going until you find the right man that you can be obedient to, that you can work out your salvation, you work out your life with. You find one. Give up your life and sacrifice what you want to do, and let the Most High have his way. I know it's different. See, you listen to the wrong voice. You listen to Queen Vashti, who when the king called her in at the feast and wanted to show his beautiful wife off for all the guests and have her to dance, she gonna send word back, I don't feel like it. I ain't coming out there and parading around like somebody's trophy. How you gonna tell the king something like that? You see? So the men came up. And they said, listen, king, you got to do something about this. He said, because what this woman gonna do, she will have all of our wives tripping, and all of our wives will be going against us because of what she do. So guess what happened? She got cut off, and that's what's happening to a lot of our sisters, and that's what's gonna happen to a lot more of our sisters, because you are helping to destroy the next generation of men because of your rebellion. See? So it leads into another place. It said, as for my people, the children are their oppressors, and the women rule over them. Oh, my people, they that lead you are destroying the path of your way. Now let's take a look at this, people. But this is what we're talking about. It says, oh, my people, they which lead you cause you to err. Now, who's doing the lead in the world? Who's leading? Whether it's community living, compound living, whether it's church life, whether it's camp life, who's doing the lead? I tell you who's doing the lead. Men are doing the lead. Finite thinking men, incapacitated men, frail men, shameful men, sinful men. They're doing the ones that's doing the lead. And the Most High is declaring that the reason our people are in the condition is because those people that are leading us are destroying the path of our way. There's one person that's supposed to be the leader of all of us. That is the Ruach HaKodesh, that gives a man a common sense and softly whispers in his ear concerning what the Most High's will is for his life. But because we won't hear, we're destroyed. Many times we can hear that small voice telling us to go left, but we hell-bent on going right, and we get destroyed for it. You see? So we're talking about the children, the next generation of children being destroyed because the women was ruling over them, and they didn't have the capacity to raise the children in the way that they were supposed to raise them. So they created a bunch of homosexual men. They create a bunch of homosexual men by running a daddy down so bad and feeling like they didn't need no man and making a man feel worthless that the little boy said, now, man, I don't want to be like my daddy. Maybe I'll be like my mama. He take all of his cues from his mama because he got a titty in his mouth. So he can't keep a job. He can't keep a car. He can't keep no driver's license. He can't keep nothing right. Ain't nothing going. And anytime ain't nobody feeding him cookies and milk, he want to kill the world. He want to die. He want to go commit suicide. You see? That's what women are doing. And the Most High gonna punish you for it. That's what women are doing. Don't you worry about it, sisters. Because we talking about the Father's people. And his people consist of a family, you know, husband, wife, children. So we deal with the children, we deal with the women, but we also gonna deal with the men too. So we gonna ride our way right on in there. So let's go to, we're gonna stay in this. We're gonna stay in this. We're going to stay right in here, in this 3rd chapter. Let's skip down to verse 16. Say, moreover, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanting eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making tinkling with their feet, therefore the Lord will smite thee with the scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and he will discover their secret parts. And in that day the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling ornaments about their feet, their cause and their round tires like the moon, their chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets, the ornaments of the legs and of the headbands, the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels. Man, that's something, boy. The changeable suits of apparel and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, the fine linen, the hoods, and the veils. And it shall come to pass, instead of a sweet smell, that there shall be a stench, a stink. Instead of a girdle, a rent. Instead of well-set hair, there shall be baldness. Instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty men in the war. Now, here's the judgment that's coming upon the women, because they bought the lie through this slavery and through this women lives and all of this stuff that is against the will of the Most High, because she was created for a man. The only reason she was created was for a man, to help a man. Whatever a man needed help with, when he went to that woman and declared, I need you to do this, I need you to do that, I need you to do that. The only reason she was created was to do that. But she have rebelled against the Most High, because through this wicked system, you listen to the lies of Satan that declared you didn't need a man to do anything. Never mind, God created you for a man. But you listen to the lies of women's live that told you you was equal with the man. You could be on the same plateau as a man. Never mind that the Bible said that you were the weaker vessel. You were joint heirs. You were equal with the man from the standpoint of being joint heirs, but you could never be equal with the man because you were made from him. You were a part of him that was taken out of him and made. How in the world could you ever be equal with something that you were made from? You bought the lies and you went your own way. And Satan, after listening to that stuff, Satan filled your heart with pride. And you wanted to be like the other nations, the other women. You wanted to be like the European women. You want to be like the European women. So he said, you know what? Because you walk around with outstretched necks and wanting eyes, like your mother Eve, when she saw that the tree was good for fruit, for food, she did eat and then gave to her husband. See, she saw. And see, one of the things that's wrong with the daughters of Zion is that not only what you're listening to, but what you're looking at. Is it really going to be worth it? The destruction of the next generation of children. You see? He said, the Most High going to judge you for this, because he told you, prostitute not thy daughters, lest the land be full of whoredom. When a man is ruling over a woman in righteousness, there is no way that she could ever prostitute the next generation of girls, because that man will have her in a place of righteousness where a woman is concerned, where a womanhood is concerned. But with no man, she becomes a Saturday night special, and she begins to prostitute her daughters by how she carries herself in this world. Oh, mama wearing the stretch leggings with no drawers on and no bra on. Mama's twerking and all of that. And so you know what? When your daughter's coming up, they're not coming up with no sense of wholesomeness, because they think that that is wholesome. Now you got the whole world. Every time you can walk out your house and they got their booty cheeks hanging out. I'm talking about the booty cheeks. The booty cheeks are hanging out of the shorts. Some of the chicks, you can even see their nipples sticking out of their little sling. These are our young, precious daughters who in their innocence don't even know that what they're doing is whoredom in the sight of the Most High. In their innocence, they don't even know, because they are doing what they see the mother doing. And the Most High said, because nobody can tell you nothing, and when somebody come to try to tell you about some righteousness, to put some clothes on, to take that weave out of your hair, you don't want to hear none of that, because you too proud and you too arrogant. Oh, girl, that nigga ain't nothing. Girl, that nigga ain't nothing. Girl, did you know what I did? You know, and you looking at Love and Hip Hop and Basketball's Wives, and you're taking all your cues, and you're listening to all of the wrong people. And you are the one that's destroying the next generation of children. And the Most High said, because of that, I'm going to break you. So I want to tell you something to all my sisters out there, that you think you got it going on, that you too good to be brought up under the leadership of a man, that you think that you too good, that you can't listen and do as your man instruct you to do, as your husband instruct you to do. Well, here, I got something for you. The Most High said, I am about to break you. I'm about to break you because you're prideful, you walk with outstretched necks, and you're never satisfied. You want everything. No matter how good a man is, how much he loves you, he can't do nothing for you because you're just like that. He said, but guess what? I'm going to smite you at the top of the head with baldness. So I wish I ever would see a daughter of Zion walking around arrogant. How you going to be arrogant with hair weave in your hair? How you going to be arrogant with 2 feet eyelashes on? How you gonna be arrogant? You got your nipples and your booty cheeks hanging out. How you gonna be arrogant? I call you a whore in a minute. I bring you the utter shame out of love. How you gonna be arrogant walking with outstretched necks with your high heel shoes on, and you got your mini skirt so far up your butt to where your panties is showing, and you got the nerve enough to think that that's cute? You think that that's what a man is attracted? And no wonder why you can't get nothing but a hoodlum. No wonder why every time you do get a man, it's the wrong man. It's the one that want to knock your teeth out or put you in the trunk of the car, or it's the one that you're gonna find a pair of drawers in the back seat of the car. No wonder why you can't get no good man. And you got the nerve enough to talk about you want a man with the fear of God in him. And you ain't got nothing but you got all the hell in the world in you. But the Most High smite you at the top of the head with baldness. He said, and everything that you thought that you acquired without a man, that you didn't need no man, he said, I'm going to take it all for you. I'm about to spiritually impoverish you and strip you naked as the day that you was born before all of these people. He said, I know you thought that everything was about your little vagina. Everything was about the little booty, that you could get out there, you could control a man with some booty. You could shake your little booty and that was going to get him. But see, we already know. We know about the testament of Reuben, how a woman can try to bring a man to fornication. He says, oh yeah, she'll try to bring you. She says she can't control you. She can't make you do nothing. Yeah. Just depends on what it is.
I seen an ad on Facebook about some furniture. I just moved into a house up the street. You had set it out for free. I was trying to find somebody that I could pay some gas.
Well, it ain't gonna be today.
Nah,
it ain't gonna be today. I ain't doing nothing today.
All right.
All right. Yeah, so the Testament of Reuben said, since she can't make a man do nothing, she has to use outward attractions. That means that she uses her clothes. She uses her skimpy clothes to try to draw a man in, because she can't make a man. She can't make a righteous man just lay down and fornicate with her. She can't make a man do that. So she uses outward attractions. She'll use skimpy clothes, and she'll use things to catch his eye. She'll use painting the eyelids. She'll use whatever she can, makeup, to catch that man's attention and draw him in. And the men that she can't draw in with outward attraction, she uses craft on them. That means that she uses all types of schemes. But the Most High said, I'm gonna chop all of that off. He said, and since you think that your little vagina was all about something that you gonna woo a man in and this and that and the other, but you didn't understand what I really made you for, he said, well, you should have been smelling sweet. He said, I'm gonna cause that little vagina, I'm gonna cause that little twat just gonna be stinking. And some of our brothers can testify. They can come on here on YouTube right now and tell you about some sisters that they pulled them panties off, and the aroma that came from up under there would blow you away. I know what I'm talking about. I've been there, done that. I've seen this word come to life in ways that you can't even imagine. And our sisters got the nerve enough to be walking around with outstretched necks, and you know you leaking pus, and you got a yeast infection. You walking around with outstretched neck. You don't even know that you're carrying chlamydia of gonorrhea, because this is the result of you being against the Most High. Yeah, because see, so our sisters gonna learn. See, we're not talking about all sisters. See, they're gonna get in where they fit in. They're gonna get in where they fit in. It's gonna be totally unmistakable about who I'm talking to. And even our sisters of Judah that's waking up, remember the days of whoredom. That's why they can have a spirit of gratitude and the Most High. And that's why you're supposed to use what it is that you have known, what you to learn, to teach the next generation of young girls. Don't go in no closet and try to pretend because I got a head wrap, got my garment on down to the foot, that I wasn't walking in whoredom, that I wasn't out here fornicating, that I wasn't jumping in one bed and out the other one. You better be able to make that stuff known where the Most High brought you from, and then be able to show them young daughters why it's not good for them to do those things. Now we're going right on into it. You see, because the Most High is going to punish. He's going to punish. And that was the women. But see, ultimately, the responsibility is going to be on these men. You understand? So when we go into Isaiah 4th chapter. Isaiah 4th chapter. Now, my thing is this. Me personally, everybody got the right to live their life how they see fit, however they want to live their life. I ain't nobody's God, and I can't pass judgment on nobody for what they doing. My thing is that to teach the truth, to be a tutor and a governor over these babies, so that they can come up and learn, you know, what's expected of them and what's required of them per kingdom building. So we see that the people being destroyed. We're being destroyed. We are being destroyed as a people because we lack knowledge. How you think many men are getting locked up in prison? Because women are ruling over them. And the little sucker out there selling dope and coming on with money and shooting people, robbing people and all that. You think his mama's telling him to do anything different when he come in $600-700? That she can go get her some weave and go get her some nails done and all that. She praising her baby when he rolling on 30-inch rims and all of that. She living a life. She right there with him. So, now, so the Most High say that we perish because we lack knowledge. It's not because the knowledge ain't made available. It's because when the knowledge comes, we reject it. Let me tell you something. I remember when I was young, I was probably about 23. Yeah, it's about 23. 22. Yeah, it's about 22. It's about 22. And I was in my second year of doing hair, you know. fresh out of beauty school. And I'm starting to get good, and I'm surrounded by guys and sisters that's bad, that's teaching me everything, and I'm learning at a rapid pace. So I'm married, and I have 2 children. Yeah, I got 2 children. I don't think I had to have my 3rd child yet, but I had 2 children, and we in the beauty shop. And I'm a skater, and I met this chick at the skating rink. It's like Ruben said, she'll get you with outward attraction and try to take you with her eyes. Well, this chick took me with her eyes because she wouldn't stop staring. And you know what? Next thing I know, I was having an extramarital affair on my first wife. And one of my friends, he had been married for a while. He was upstanding gentleman, upstanding, you know what I mean? Serious about that. And he just came to me and pulled me off. He said, hey man, he said, you know you my friend. He said, man, and your wife is my friend, and y'all are friends. He said, man, I gotta tell you, man, I don't think what you're doing is right. You see, it wasn't that the knowledge wasn't made available. I rejected it. So I told the man, you know, hey, that's my business, man. Leave that alone. You know what I mean? What I do is my business. Years later, hindsight and looking back, I can understand. You see, my friend, that was somebody that really genuinely cared enough to tell me what was true. But I didn't want to hear what was true then. Just like a lot of the brothers and sisters don't want to hear what's true now. Let's go to another thing while we're dealing with the condition that the Most High's people is in. And we're looking at the judgment on the daughters of Zion, which is going to lead right on in to the judgment on men. Now, after the Most High do all that, breaking them down, causing them to stink and be brought to shame, you ever seen some sisters that when you was coming up, they were bad? I mean, you walk by them, man, and you just start foaming at the mouth. They was so bad. You would just, man, I'd drink their bath water. That's how bad they were. And then you see them, and you can't believe what happened to them. That's what the Most High was talking about, the daughters of Zion, right there, the condition that he would put them in. We see some of them people right today. It says, and in that day, when the Most High break the daughters of Zion, he said, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread, and we will wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name, to take away our reproach. Now let me show you how prophecy is fulfilling itself right to this day. When men took women, multiple women for wives, back in the olden days, women didn't work. Women didn't work. Women did women's stuff. You understand what I'm saying? They might have made the clothes and they cooked the dinner, but women didn't have access to what they have now, to where they can go out and produce a living on their own, where they made money. So this ain't talking about way back then. It's talking about right now. Notice how now the polygyny is coming on the scene. Our knucklehead brothers don't even understand that it's a fulfillment of Zion. Now watch this here. Look. Watch. Now I'm not going to get into no fights with nobody about this, because you don't have to take my word for it. I'm putting it out here as the Spirit give me utterance where the scripture is concerned. In that day, that is a specific marked out time in history. In that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread. Where your bread gonna come from? How are you gonna get bread to eat? Where in the olden days, the only way you was going to eat some bread is if the man provided it for you to eat, because you didn't have no means to go out and get nothing. So in that day, in the day that women are able to make their own money and assume the responsibility for their own self, in that day, 7 women shall take hold of 1 man, and they shall declare, well, I don't need you for nothing else. All I need you to do is, hit me every now and then, let me get my juicy on, and I eat my own bread. I eat my own bread, and we'll wear our own apparel. You ain't got to buy us nothing. We make enough money. I can buy my own clothes, because I really don't need you to be taking care of me and all that. All I need you to do is keep my butt wet every now and then. You understand what I'm saying? Keep me pleasured up every now and then. I can buy my own bread. I eat my own bread, and I can buy my own clothes. But see, they couldn't eat their own bread, and they couldn't buy their own clothes back in Abraham's days, back in Elkanah's days. They couldn't do it. And we got brothers that's trying to mimic and trying to put this day up against that day, and don't even understand that this is talking about in that day, a specific day in the future. He said, only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. We don't need you for nothing else. Just let us be called by your name so we can have some protection, so we can have a covering. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you. We'll help you. We'll bring food in here, and we'll buy our clothes and everything. We'll keep, we'll go to work. Let me tell you something. You want to see something? Let's see some of my brothers get 3, 4, 5 women, and then don't none of them work. And then you got to pay the car payments, and then you got to buy the clothes, and then you got to take care of the children that they're coming with. You got to do all that on your own. I guarantee you, don't nobody want no multiple wives. The sex ain't worth that much now. I guarantee it. But see, what they don't understand is that this is a time of judgment. It's a time of judgment. And ain't nowhere in the world that I'm going to bring no 3 or 4 women with no arrogant attitudes like that in my house and rob me for all my peace. Now y'all stay out on the other side of the door. Go find somebody else that want to cover you, because just last week you didn't need no man. You didn't need no man. You didn't need no man. Now all of a sudden the story is changing. Now that the Most High is breaking them. Now the story is changing. 10. He said, my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, but because we reject knowledge, Most High gonna reject us. Now, most of the things that we say when we're coming out of this word, people don't want to hear. They don't want to hear it. You see? We rejecting the knowledge. Everybody out there know that Cardi B is a whore. And she's teaching your daughters. She even sing about it in the songs, how to go out there and prostitute yourself and sell money, and even teaching them how to pop their thing and doing the pop your snap your thing all across the land. You understand what I'm saying? I go to DJ a picnic or something like that. You got first thing you got the grown women. First thing they want to hear some Cardi B. They want to hear some Cardi B. But you want a God-fearing man. You want a God-fearing man, but you want to listen and take your cues in life from a whore. You're not going to get no God-fearing man while you a whore. No, it ain't going to happen like that. It ain't going to happen. Now, I know this is kind of strong, but it is what it is, and it had to be said. Now, I don't know where we're going to fit these raggedy dudes in here. Our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Look at how many of them going to the penitentiary. Look at all these niggas standing out here on street corners holding signs right now. You think I wouldn't give you a dime? You would starve out there if I give you anything. I ain't give you nothing. If you can stand out here and bear the heat of the day holding up a sign, you should be able to work in the air conditioner, sweeping somebody's floor, cleaning up somebody's parking lot. Look at the condition of our men. Why do you think the penitentiary is full? We tell them it's a systematic scheme. If you don't go through their high school system, then you're gonna be confined to a life of crime and poverty, which eventually leads you to the penitentiary, because you're a commodity. You're the most hottest commodity item on the stock market that people all over the world that have invested their money into the black man and the prison industry. But you think you can tell that little sucker that? You think you think you can sell dope forever and get away with it. No, you don't realize that from the minute you sell your first rock, that they're watching you and waiting on you to get big enough so that when they lock you up, they can give you at least 20 years. So that 20 years, you're going to automatically bring forth $10,000 a year. And then just for being there. And then when you compound what you would make on the job that you were doing, if you was making $30 an hour on the job that you'll be doing in prison that you're only getting $7 a month for, you would be making $60,000 a year. Now you compound $60,000 with the $10,000 automatic, that's $70,000. Now when you compound the insurance, the paid vacation, and the holidays that you would get with that, now you're looking at another $20,000 or $30,000. So you're looking at $150,000 a year that every black male that's in jail is bringing in to the people that put him there. But you destroy because you reject knowledge. And then you got the nerves enough to want somebody like me to put some money on your books. Well, I wish I would. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. If my advice ain't good enough for you, then neither is my money. But we are destroyed because we lack knowledge. It's not because the knowledge ain't made available. It's because we reject the knowledge when we hear it, because we don't want to do what the Most High said. Run up there and try to start ministering Yeshua HaMashiach and the blood of HaMashiach and the Ruach HaKodesh and the word. Run up there and start trying to minister that to your nephew that's riding around on 26-inch rims and watch what he tell you. Watch what he tell you. Oh, man, I don't want to hear that stuff. Nobody want to hear all that religious stuff, man. I ain't. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then 2 years later, when he lost everything, and like a fool, the lawyers and the court system got everything, he had the nerves enough to want you to put some money on his books. You see? The people perish from a lack of knowledge. Train up a child in the way that they should go. Look at all of our men. Look at our men that claim to be men. Ain't assume no responsibility for fatherhood. Mad because you got to pay child support to take care of something that you brought here. Want to hop in this bed, hop in that bed, hop in another bed. Look at them. Look at them. I don't want to assume no responsibility when a woman get pregnant. Now all of a sudden, it ain't yours. It ain't yours. And you've been dunking in it every day. But you don't want to assume no responsibility. You're going to be destroyed. And it's not because it's not been made available, because the Most High tells a man to take a wife. But look at our brothers that have taken wives that can't do right by them. Can't do right by them, thinking that they're getting away with something, being duped and being had by a major demon that have transformed herself into a beautiful woman, and you up there laying with a monster and don't even realize it, and you think that the Most High don't see it. He says, such is the way of the adulterer. The adulterer. He say these four walls will hide me, brother that's cheating on your wife. You say these four walls will hide you, that the darkness will cover you. But here I come to serve notice on you, that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, and he sees everything. And you're going to be destroyed. You're going to be destroyed. If you don't straighten up, you're going to be destroyed. So, let me end the video there. All praises to the Most High.